Happy St. Patty's Day, everyone. We're getting a little bit of sunshine and clouds, but I'm kind of jealous that Ireland's kind of have better weather than we have, and it's pretty much genuine there. 725 new cases out of 58,000 tests, bring us a total of 1,550,911 new cases. Death rates have gone down, 18,946 at 14, and positivity rate is going down, improving a little bit in the right direction here. I gotta say, it's a good St. Patty's Day. Not the best weather here, but at least it's not pouring rain. Gotta say that it's a nice celebration. Happy St. Patty's Day. There's also a couple more celebrations like evacuation and Purim Day for the Jewish calendar. We want to be able to celebrating of Ireland today. Honoring Prime Minister Michael Martin since the new Irish Prime Minister. We are right now celebrating today. There's also, the values of democracies getting together, how we can better celebrate with Irish in here. It's pretty much a celebration of pretty much like any wave here. Dublin, Galway, Kinsale, and all these other areas. They're actually the most authentic Irish is bacon and cabbage. Of course, here in America, as we view this corned beef here, but corned beef was actually adopted by Irish immigrants in the United States because bacon was back then expensive, so they had to use beef, and it was pretty much a little substitute, so it's corned beef and cabbage. And it's a substitute because bacon, Irish bacon's different than American bacon because it's you get a little slice of ham, except it's a little bit of a it's kind of like Irish ham, kind of blur the lines between ham and bacon. Because bacon, because people say, "What? It's bacon and cabbage? It'd be disgusting." No, it's not. It's not. It's different here in Ireland and ham here. Of course, we're celebrating the pubs, and it was called St. Patrick back in Ireland, who started this. Pretty much the earlier things will come to St. Patrick's Day, because Patrick and the before the times here. So it's a pretty old holiday, especially an Irish holiday. And many people celebrate it with them, especially in the age of when we are fighting for democracy, for like the values of democracy. We want to be able to show them, Putin, we want to be able to show them to the other worlds, democracy is not an empire. We do not, it's a democratic nation is a series of several countries that can be prime ministers and presidents of their own government, who runs their own countries here, and we form alliances, which is, of course, NATO after World War II, which secretes peace, which was peace of World War II. But we value the cultures of Ireland. We hope that we can be able to put more cultures in. We can start celebrating Cinco de Mayo in May, which is a celebration of Mexico. I think we should celebrate the cultures of Europe, and perhaps more one here is accept the culture of Ukraine and Russia. Right now they're under an ideological struggle. Ukraine is opening up democracy. Somehow Russia views it as a negative way. That we know that some hear in Putin's words that NATO is an empire, but we clearly say that if you want to be able to have a true taste of NATO, it's not an empire. It's an alliance that, that countries can join. Over here. And I have to say, for the purpose of here, if we can celebrate the new peace of here, once this war is stopped, and I have to say to recall for Putin, first stop this war in Ukraine. Let's providing us with a revolution here, and to providing us with new trades in the future. That we were in an ultimate ideological struggle back in the 1930s and 40s, early 40s, when the Adolf Hitler against the free world back at that point in time. We think we might call it the Nazi War, World War II, nicknamed the Nazi War. If World War III even developed, which I hope it doesn't develop, which would be the Russian War, the Putin War, not like this here. But anyway, let's call upon Putin to end the violence in Ukraine. Let's and we can be able to work it together to help improve a new economy, which would be bright future for Russian citizens, and. We value their, just like we have Iranian cultures. We value the Iranian cultures. Hopefully we can be able to get past this times here, and hopefully for democracy to expand. It doesn't expand by, like coming here. Some countries can regime change. Like, when we were settling here, we want to be able to providing here, and 1776 forms this democracy, which is right now 7 years old now. We're still holding on together, and democracy took a test back in 2021, but democracy prevailed, and God is with us. I mean, God's not neutral, God's with us. It's a country which values of respectful of citizens' rights, and it's ruled by the law instead of a tyrant. And I think it's right now taking the test again. This time in Ukraine, we're supporting the Ukraine, and the Russian President Vladimir Putin needs to know. Russia is in no jurisdiction and no part of making any Zelensky's decisions. What we should settle is that the values of democracy, is that no one wants war, and this is why we take measures in place. Only Zelensky has the right to whether or not he can join NATO or not. NATO is not an empire, but whatever the choices will support him and Zelensky decision about NATO. But Russia should not be having his influence. Zelensky must make the choices of his own mind to whether or not he wants to join NATO, and it's his choice. It's not, we don't force nations to join NATO, and if Zelensky doesn't want to join NATO, that's fine, it's his choice. But whether or not Zelensky wants to be forming a democracy, a republic democracy. Russia has no juris about it. I think that's the end of the case. Zelensky has a right to run the country like that. Differences, differences is normal. I mean, sometimes we have differences between us and Irish. Sometimes we have differences between UK and us. It's normal. But our relationship is good. I think hopefully, once we get past this war, that Zelensky can free to run the country as any they want. He will not attack. He doesn't want. Doesn't want war. Russians has voiced their thoughts on the war, but Vladimir Putin is right now going after anti-war. It's time for Putin to stop censoring the internet, give him the truth here of the news, and start respecting the rights of his people. I think it's a basic rights that we can do. These are basic things that every country should do. Respect the rights of its citizens and uphold the rule of law. Citizens should have a right to a fair election, just like we do. Sometimes it's not perfect, but, democracy has taken hold. We value the peaceful transfer of power so they lose an election. Something that we also cherish here. So anyway, it's St. Patrick's Day, celebrating the relations between us and Ireland, and celebrating Prime Minister Michael, and for his health holiday. I think we should make St. Patrick's Day a holiday time off for giving them the time off of work to celebrate her day. I think we should celebrate, But anyway, humans want to be free. And I have to say that, we want to be able to promote peace. We hope this war will end very soon. Hopefully soon. And Vladimir Putin starts to get into his senses. And maybe we can, start trading somewhat economic trades between Russia and Ukraine. Russian citizens respecting each other. And I respect the Russian citizens here in the United States. I value the Russian restaurants here. People should not boycott them. Of any Russian people running here, we should not boycott them. And I think we can be able to have an opportunity to end systemic racism. Everybody should treat Russians with respect, with their culture, of the way they want it. We respect the Irish people today, and hopefully we can providing us. And I also have to end this, tragedies like this could be providing with opportunities for not only Ukrainians, but also as Russians. I'm saying that we're all Ukrainians and Russians, and it's also as citizens. And the time is now for Vladimir Putin to lay down his tanks, start to bridge relations again. Only Ukraine has a choice to whether or not to join NATO. Like other European nations, they do have their differences. But like I said, war has no place in the world that I have in. with no war, I mean, it brings us, like, we share relations, especially of Ireland today. That we can throw, and we can have Irish's bacon and cabbage, or we can have it in American ways, corned beef and cabbage, shepherd's pie, and all the other ones here, and maybe black and white pudding for breakfast, a full Irish breakfast here. So, happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's hopefully peace will take place between Russia and Ukraine. And with that becomes a new opportunity. Hopefully it'll be ended off with them respecting the rights of its Russian citizens. We can hopefully end this travel advisory soon. And we can start. This could be a new opportunity to, once this war is over and we can end off the sanctions and put the Russian citizens back into its feet and allow them to start cultures and economies, and we'll share them with Russian citizens as well as Ukraine citizens. So I have to say, hey, happy St. Patrick's Day right here at King Richard's Fair's neighbors, the royal trails of the Savory Historic District with the walking down these royal trails. All right.